Hello everyone, today is Friday, April 26th. It's 2:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about an hour and a half before the regular session close, and I'm making today's video early in mid-afternoon here. You can see my time and sales on the left. The Emini S&P trading at 29.32, definitely trying to push towards round number 3,000. It was a great day for the Autotrader today. First up is the DAX on a Renko 6 tick, and this has a sensitivity of 1, which is relatively tight, and this is using our step moving average filter, so we're avoiding some of these trades here. And the reason it's trading through these swings is that we are not using our precision trend exit. If this was set to 1, then all these trades would exit, any long would exit at red bars and any short would exit at blue bars. This has a goal of 1,500 and it hit its goal today with no slippage. The drawdown here was only about $400 or $200 per contract. Okay, crude oil was on fire today. This is the crude on a Renko 7 tick, and this had a single trade and did 12.20. And our goal on this is 1,200, so we had a tick of positive slippage per contract. Okay, the crude oil on a Renko 8 tick, using our line break logic, also had a single trade and did 1,020 for the day. And our goal on this is 1,020, so we also hit our goal and had no slippage. Okay, our Emini S&P on a Renko 4 tick, a very solid performer, made a first equity high of about 500, so that idea of a 500 goal could be hit relatively soon, and then came back down to break even and recovered up to 825. This is the higher time frame filter of Renko 4 with a higher sensitivity. Anyway, pretty solid performance on here, hitting its goal. Okay, no losing trades on the Renko 6 tick, which did 980 for the day. The goal on this is 1,000, I believe. Indeed it is, and this is trading 2 contracts. It's a limit order with a 2-tick pullback. 20 ticks on the first target, and so this did 980 for the day, and you can see the trades here are equity curve going straight up. I stand corrected, there was some losing trades. I see the drawdown here. This actually drew down about $600 or $300 per contract, but then recovered from that, really strong recovery, and came back to hit its goal. Okay, we have an open position on the Emini S&P Renko 4 tick, and this looks to be the higher time frame of Renko 8. Our goal on this is 750. And so we got a ways to go to hit our goal, and this was kind of up, down, and then back to where it was. And so we have a closed P&L of 162 and an open P&L of 275. And it looks like the market's trying to go higher, so we'll see how this turns out. Okay, the crude oil on a Renko 4 tick with a higher time frame filter of Renko 8 has a goal of 1,200, and this did 1180, so this hit its goal, and you can kind of see the trades here. Moderately active. First equity high drew down about less than $200 here, and then came back and hit its goal against the higher time frame here. No long trades against this red background. Okay, so it's always kind of aggravating to see a chart like this. It did 750 on its first trade, and then went short here, and has an open position of minus 400, so a net gain of 300, 350, and the goal on this, I believe, is 800, so this came to just shy of its goal, and then ended up giving back most of it. And it's hard to say what's going to happen here. I think the market's leaning towards the upside, but it's hard to tell. exactly what's going to happen. And so once again, the case for modest profit goals, being denied your goal by $50 that's a tough one. Okay, I've been talking a lot about the bonds on the line break chart, the 150 tick line break here. This has two trades, a closed P&L of 500, so this first trade was good for 500. If you had a goal of 500, you'd be done. But it so happens we're in the money on this short position, about 125 or so, and the goal on this is 1050, and that should probably be made a little bit lower. I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to bring the stop to break even. Just click this button right here, and now my stop is break even. Okay, the ES against on a Super Renko 4 against the higher time frame filter of what looks to be Super Renko 6. No, this is Super Renko 4 with a sensitivity of 1. This did 737.50, and the goal on this, I believe, is 750. So this hit its goal and did not have any drawdown. This was a split winner and loser here, just a loss of about a tick on one of the contracts, and then came back to hit its goal. Okay, so this Emini S&P 5 Renko chart, different settings here. This has a higher time frame filter of Super Renko 6 and a goal of 800. So this definitely hit its goal and had a couple of ticks of slippage. Really nice going on this chart with the higher time frame filter. Okay, the bonds on a 150 line break chart with our open range filter only had a single trade. It didn't take this short trade, and tighter money management than the other chart took it out at 312.50 here. So pretty good, just a single trade for the day. This chart has been super consistent. The Emini S&P on our Super Renko 6 tick has an open position of 2 contracts, $200 or so, and this one starts trading at 12:30 p.m. noon, just after noon, and this has been a pretty consistent chart as well, even though it only trades half the day. Okay, the ES on a Super Renko 4 tick with a Super Renko 6 higher time frame filter had a modest gain of 137.50, but an equity high of probably 750. You can see it up here, and the goal on this is 850. So unfortunately, kind of like that other chart with the Super Renko 8, I believe, it gave some back with these two losers. And this just went long right here as I was speaking. So now we are long. Okay, another Emini S&P Super Renko 6 chart with a higher time frame filter of Super Renko 6. Same as the Super Renko 4 with the different sensitivities. And this had a single trade. The goal is 750, and we have 300, so not bad. And finally, the bonds on a 34 tick line break chart, not using our open range filter, and this is currently short too, with an open P&L of 187.50. We basically had an equity high here of probably $500, and gave that all back except for a tick perhaps, and then went short here. So again, a goal of 500 on these bond charts I think would increase its win percentage. That's all for today's video.